Hey everybody, how's it going today? I want to talk about a couple different things. I mentioned in one of my last videos about feeling stuck, and since then I've really gotten myself unstuck. I'm out of the mud and I am just flying 100 miles an hour down the road. So you get into those moments where you feel overwhelmed, you feel stuck, things may not be working, you're meeting with a lot of people, nothing's coming to fruition. But if you keep working hard and you don't stop and you don't give up, good things are gonna happen. It's inevitable. So that's, I think, the main purpose of what I wanted to say today is, systems aside and schedules aside and time blocking aside and goal setting aside, because a lot of times those things are really hard to keep up with. And if you do get behind on those, it's okay. You don't have to feel like you failed, as long as you are working hard day in and day out. When you are coming to the office, when you are working on designated work time, if you are working hard, results are gonna happen. And that's just a general rule of thumb through life. Anything that you do, if you work hard at it, you're gonna succeed at it. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this kind of was something that it was a little bit of I guess like a mindset change for me, was thinking about the amount of money that I wanted to make this year and that I'm going to make this year. And the reason this kind of stuff came up, and I mentioned this in previous videos, is I think I got a little bit too comfortable after 2017, and that's easy to do. Things are going well, there's an abundance of things happening, and you can get soft, and that's really easy to you get used of things coming to you and things happening, and so you're not working as much. In my case, I was still, anytime that I worked, I feel like I worked my butt off. I am all in 100%. I am not taking long lunch breaks. I am not having conversations with people, and that's why for me, I really do have a lot of luck working from home, where I can just not talk to anybody and focus and do my work, as opposed to being at the model home where you've got people stopping in, which is, that's what the model home is for. But when it comes time to getting work done, then I need to just disconnect and put my head into the computer and go for it. So one of the things that got me thinking on this was 2017 was a good year. I got soft for 2018 and didn't really realize it until the beginning of 2019, when I really truly knew what I made. And it ended up, I got a little bit behind on things because you're used to a certain income, and that's how you base your bills, you set up your life. And then if you don't perform to that level, you don't make as much the next year, you're in a little bit of trouble. So I got slapped in the face this year, and that is really what got me we'll say pumped and motivated and unsoft. Now realizing that, okay, yes, I did really enjoy having that extra time with my family, and not that I was working 3, 4, 5 days a week. I was still working what I should have been working, but not as much as before. And when I say I don't want to sound like now I'm going to start working 6, 7 days a week again, I'm not going to see the family. That's not the case at all. But I think that one of the things that I got soft with last year was taking on meetings. And I just, if somebody wanted to meet at 6:30, that just wasn't an option for me. I was kind of under the mindset of, what, that's not going to work for me. I've been here all day, 6:30 is not going to work for me. Well, today I basically am trying to meet with as many people as I can, whatever times that we need to meet. But the days of the week that I'm off, I still keep those as off days. But if somebody needs to meet at 6:30, that's the only time that they can do it. I meet them at 6:30. And then what I'll do is I'll work from home the beginning portion of that day, so that I'm still spending the same amount of time with my family. But I've got unsoft for 2019. And being stuck in the beginning of the year, I had these big custom builds that I was working with, and the challenge really this year has been, you've got people who are ready, willing, and able to build, but finding the lot is hard. Or you find the lot, but the house they want to build isn't going to fit there, so we need to custom design a home for that lot. The process has taken a lot longer. There are people that I met with at the end of 2018 that are just now going to be closing on their construction loan in the next month, in the next 2 months, and that's when I earn my commission. So I've been working for that long of a period of time without getting a commission for it. So the beginning of this year has also been a little bit difficult because a lot of the jobs, the clients that I was working with were big, custom, time-consuming ones, and that's where I really felt stuck, like I was just spinning my wheels. Every time I thought we progressed with something, we'd take a step back, or we just needed to, we'd progress with something, but now we needed to determine this or that, and it was still going to take, months to be able to do that. And now, finally, I'm probably going to have a total of 6 construction loans closing in the next, we'll say, month and a half, which is going to be huge. That's a lot of commission. That's a lot of closings. That's going to be 1.5 closings a week. Not that you're going to have half of the family coming to close one week, but some weeks there's going to be 2 closings, so there's going to be an abundance that are coming in there. And the one thing that disappointed me a little bit was, okay, I am really committed. I got Unsoft. I'm meeting with as many people as I need to make 2019 let's say the best year that I've had so far. But because of what happened in the beginning of the year, not that I wasn't working hard and meeting with people, I was doing all that, but there was so much time that needed to be spent putting into it to where I'm not getting any of those commissions now. We're going to be July and August. That's over halfway through the year. So 2019 at the end of the year isn't going to be the year that shows that was my best year yet. But then I started thinking about it, and who cares? It's not one of those things where, okay, at the end of the year, that's when you're getting all of your income, and that's the measuring stick of how well you've done. That's not how it is. You can change at any time. You can start making more money right now. Excuse me, I take that back. You can't start making more money right now, but you can make the decision to start meeting with as many people as you possibly can right now, and to start working harder right now. And it's going to take a couple of months for those seeds that you're planting and watering and putting in work for to come to fruition. But once you're a couple of months down the road, which is no time, 2 months, 3 months goes so fast, that's when you start to feel the benefits of the seeds that you've been sowing, the work that you've been putting in. And then you continue to do so, and you keep things rolling and rolling and rolling. So even though for me 2019 isn't going to show at the end of the year that was one of my best years, I'm going to work so hard through 2019 that we'll take, let's say, mid 2019 through mid 2020. Let's look at those 12 months, and that is going to show that I have had the best year that I'm going to have. So don't worry about the, at least for me, I got caught up with, I'm working so hard, but a lot of this stuff isn't going to come to fruition until halfway through the year, and 2019 is not going to end up being that great of a year. But that's not true, because now starting this month and next month, as all of these closings start to happen, it's going to be great. It's going to feel great. I'm going to be reaping the seeds that I've been planting and taking care of, and now all of that's coming to fruition, and I'm just going to keep that rolling. And if I keep that rolling all the way through the end of the year, and I start 2020 like that, 2020 from start to finish is going to be a huge year, maybe even bigger than, well, for sure bigger than 2019. But I guess my point here is you don't have to look at the entire fiscal year to, I don't even know what fiscal means. I think it means the whole year, but so you don't have to look at the whole year to measure how well that you did. you gauge yourself day by day on what you're doing, because if you are working hard every single day, you're meeting with as many people as you can every single week, it's gonna start to pay off. So it doesn't matter that my commissions were a lot lower than they were in years past for the beginning portion of this year, because all the work that I put in, that's going to start coming into fruition now, and that's going to take it throughout the rest of the year, and I'm just going to continue with that momentum. Momentum, that's the third and last thing that I'm going to talk about. It's all momentum. Once I got unstuck, and this happened a couple of weeks ago, all of a sudden this build that I had been working on, this huge 5,000 square foot custom home, I met with them at the end of last year. Now they are going to be closing next month. But basically what gave me the feeling of getting unstuck was, we had full blueprints done, completed, the pricing was finally done and completed, and I had a signed building agreement from them. When that happened, that gave me the motivation, the momentum to just keep things rolling. And then the next client that I was working with, we had this really tricky lot, trying to fit a house on this lot that just wouldn't work, and I would design a plan and there was always something wrong with it, and so I just kept going and going and going and did whatever it took for that one. And now that one is going to be one where they're going to be sending in a deposit, we're moving ahead with plans. It's all about momentum. So now I've got this first one, that the big custom 5,000 square foot one, and then the odd shaped lot one, and then this other one that I'm having a phone call with today at 2 o'clock, which we should be able to finalize everything and put the building agreement together. And then we've got another couple that my brother and I met with a week ago that made the decision last night to move forward with us because of the time and effort and communication that we had been putting in with them and meeting with them. And then there's another couple that we started the process with them midway through 2018, but they needed to have all kinds of wetland delineation and this, that, and the other happening. So that's number 5. And then number 6, somebody that I met with last night that we've now got final pricing for, that we are moving ahead with. So those are my 6 construction loan closings that are going to be happening in the next month and a half, 2 months. So super excited. I'm going to keep this momentum going, and don't think about or measure yourself with the numbers for the 12 months of 2018. Do it day by day, week by week. And then also the first thing that I talked about, getting unstuck, it's all about momentum. Once you make some steps forward with something that you've been working on that hasn't been working out, that will continue to give you momentum and get you unstuck. And once you're unstuck, it feels amazing, and just keep rolling with it. Ride the momentum wave until you can't anymore. Okay, hopefully that was some good motivation, some good information. I feel motivated after that. Let me know if you've got any questions, comments. I would really appreciate it. If you are in the building industry, the real estate sales industry, please subscribe, share this video with anybody else that's in that industry. I would really appreciate it. And I am doing consulting. That's something else that I want to start taking on, is phone calls with people. If you're selling new construction homes, if you're going to be starting to go through the building process, there's a lot of stuff that you need to know what to do. And I've been in this industry for over 20 years now, so I feel like I have the experience and the knowledge to share. So just something that I'm offering. Okay, that's it. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. God bless.